Hello, everyone. This is Jesse with Continue to Give and Ginger with Fitech. So we're just making a quick training video here. So because a lot of times we don't know which step we're on, and I want to help make this very clear because I want this to be very easy for the banks, the resellers, and Fitech and us at Continue to Give to all work together very seamlessly, get happy clients, raising a lot of money on the merchant accounts that you guys sell. So, Ginger, anything to say before we jump into the training here for your other Fitech members?
No, I'm excited for us to know exactly what to do, and so it'll go smoothly for our banks and for our new merchants.
Awesome. Yeah, and Ginger and I just had a great meeting with the client was it this week or last week?
I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago.
2 days ago. Yeah, so that went very well. So we're just going to go over a couple things, how the process works with Continue to Give. And for those of you who don't know, Continue to Give is the online fundraising software for churches and nonprofits. So it's online giving plus the full donor management plus the fund accounting. So I'm going to start sharing some of my screen here for you guys. So it's gonna be this window, and I'm gonna jump over to this training. Let's see here. So now you should be able to see a Google Slides. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. Awesome. So right here we've got Continue to Give, and we're definitely always doing our best. So just so you guys know, we just won some more awards this year. Seem to win some every year, so you're definitely in good hands with us. All right. So a quick overview that we want to go over here. Get the client, right? What does that involve, and who's doing what? So that's the initial discussion, obviously, with the sales rep, whether it's the bank sales rep or a Fitech rep directly. And then I'm going to go over some material that you have that's on our website that you can grab at any time. And then also show you how to set up a one-on-one demo using our reseller page. Then we're going to go over the pricing a little bit, because a lot of times, it could be really easy to say, well, who's charging what and stuff like that. So I just want to go over that and make it really clear. We're going to separate out the pricing and how that works. So we'll talk about that. And then what are the next steps? All right, we've got the client. They're super excited to use the software. What's next? We're going to talk about how we need to set up that merchant account. And remember, you can do credit card plus ACH. And then once you get that, you're going to get your trans center ID, your processor ID, and your merchant key. And then we're going to talk about, well, what's next? Who does the next step? And that's signing them up on Continue to Give. And actually, the person that should do this next step is actually the merchant. It's designed for them to do it. If you want to do that as an agent, you can also do it with them. But there's some stuff that they should be involved in, such as username, password, and stuff like that. And then once they're all signed up, you can reach out to us. You don't even have to. Our system will alert us, and we'll take care of it. But you're more than welcome to always reach out to us at continuetogive@continuetogive.com. And then we'll keep your client happy from there. So let's just talk about that reseller page real quick, just to go over the first two items of getting the client, understanding the pricing, and setting up that demo. So let me just jump into there real quick. So at the bottom of I think I stopped sharing there for a second, right? No, I still got it. All right, awesome. So you can still see my screen?
Yes.
Perfect. So we do have this link down here, resellers. So come to this anytime you want. It's a great page. It has some of the information that you're going to need. So it's got some of the pre-sale instructions. It even has a ISO training video. Some of the stuff that you're going to want to be able to use is we've got some great ads up here that you can show people. We also have a recorded demo of our software if you want to pass that on to your. So this kind of stuff, and we're always updating it. So it's good to come here because when we get new testimonial videos or new demos, they'll be here as well. So those little YouTube videos that we put up here will be very helpful in the pre-sale. All right. Then next, if you actually scroll all the way down to the bottom, right here, there's a calendar. So you'll be able to come here at any time when you say, hey, I am ready to set up a meeting. I want a one-on-one demo. I want someone from Continue to Give to do it. You come here at the bottom. There's a nice Calendly here. You can just pick the day you want and pick the time you want. So you don't even have to back and forth with email. If you pick a time that works for you, you're locked in and you're going to get that spot for the demo, which is really nice. So,
yeah.
All right. Any questions so far, Ginger, that you might want answered or that you might think would be helpful for other people to get answered at this time?
No, so far so good. Makes sense.
All right. Awesome. Then the next thing is if you ever come down at the footer or even at the top of our website is a pricing link. And I'm logged in, so I'm just going to log out real quick. So the top of my header looks. So up here at any given time, we're going to have our pricing. So I really want to go over pricing with you guys. Because when you come in here, you're going to see 3 options for pricing. These prices right here, the silver and gold, this is kind of industry standard. So if they went to someone like PushPay, well, I could say PushPay would be even higher than this, but so we're a little lower than industry standard. But these are our prices if we signed up a merchant. Like if I were to call a church and say, hey, I'd really like you to come, and I signed them up with a merchant account. And how that pertains to Fitech and the banks is when you sign someone up, you'll want to be aware of this pricing structure, of course, right? Because if you went to them and said it's $100 a month and $10 or 10% of transaction, they're going to be like, that's not industry standard, you know?
Right.
So this right here, the partner program is what you'll be working in and Continue to Give. And I always say, come back to the pricing page if you haven't made a sale in a while, just in case something has changed. But you'll be able to see that Continue to Give charges $10 a month at 2.5 basis points and 5 cents per transaction. Now, why that's important is because when you set up your merchant account, if you set them up, for example, on a flat fee of 2.4%, then that would mean that their all in is 2.65%, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So you just have to add the numbers together.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, so that's how the pricing works. And then, like I said, so once you've got all that, that pricing conversation will usually happen between the church or nonprofit and the agent. So we don't get involved in that pricing conversation. If we do a one-on-one demo with you, we will say things like, all the agents sitting with you, like for example, Ginger can get you great pricing, so just talk to her about the pricing. Okay,
yeah.
So that's totally between you and your merchant because you own the merchant account.
Okay, so on our end, if we wanted to charge it interchange plus pricing style, we could.
Absolutely.
We're not stuck to charging a flat rate or tiered rates. We can do whatever we want.
Absolutely, and that's one of the great things about the program. You can charge whatever you want, however you want.
Awesome.
Oh,
that's good to know.
Yeah. All right. So now you've got them lined up and, you know, but they want a demo with us. Again, that's awesome. We're happy to do that. You come to our reseller link down here. And instead of emails going back and forth, trying to find a time, you just scroll down to the bottom. And in here is where our Calendly link is going to pop up in just a moment. As soon as Calendly comes through, there it is. And then you can pick a time that works for you. You can even go into the future if it's like, gee, they're having a board meeting on the 8th. I want to set it up for that time. So you can do that. So then you'll get the one-on-one demo. Someone from our team, myself or someone else will come in and do the demo with you guys. So All right.
So when we request a demo, there's an option to put email addresses for whoever we want to be on that call, right?
Well, usually that's a great question. So you'll sign up with your email address, and then
Okay.
usually you can invite people to it. So if you grab this spot, for example, you'd put, and you can add guests right here. Just
Got it.
you're right. So you can add more there.
Okay.
And
Perfect.
that'll show up on your Gmail calendar if you're using Gmail, and then you'll be able to forward that on to other people as well if you forgot to add them here.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay.
And then it's always a good idea to give information about what's going on, right? So that we know ahead of time, like what church, what their website is, so we can have that up ahead of time and do a better presentation with any pre-knowledge.
Yeah, that was a nice little touch the other day when you had their website already up, and that was nice.
Yeah, definitely makes them feel comfortable. Like, hey, they know me, they care about me. So yeah, it was very good of you to put all that information in ahead of time. Thank you. So that works out well.
Yeah.
All right. Then after the presentation, usually comes the little bit of negotiation, like we talked about, setting up the merchant account. So again, that is going to be with Fitech. And once you get that set up, the transaction center, the processor ID, and the merchant key, this is usually where the big question is, what's next? All right. So
Yeah,
go ahead.
Let me throw out there really quick for training. We're getting this information, the transaction ID, processor ID, and merchant key from Go Virtual Terminal. So on our end, when we're doing the application, we need to make sure we set them up with that product so we know where to go get that information.
Okay, excellent. And also, we are fully integrated with credit card plus ACH. So if you want to get them set up with ACH, again, you can set them up with whatever pricing you want.
Okay.
All right, and then next, so got them all set up, got the merchant account done today, and they want to start raising money tomorrow. Can that be done? Yes. Who's in charge of getting them set up? That is, so again, that should be the agent, because at this point, Continue to Give doesn't have any of their information yet. We don't know their name. We don't know their EIN. We don't know their bank account information, right? So that is really where the agent should actually express to the merchant that they can go set themselves up. As long as they have these three pieces of information and they know who they are, they have their EIN, etc., then it's actually best if the merchant signs themselves up. Second best is the agent can do it with them if you want them to have that really fuzzy, warm feeling like you're doing it with them. But at the same time, it's good to have the client at least present when this is getting done, and I'll show you why. So this is our demo system. So all you got to do is you come here and you click the raise money button. And then you follow the prompts. So let's say it's a church. And we'll make this quick. So first you have to create the account, and we'll just say like test first, test last, give the phone number because you know their phone number or they know. So again, it's really good if they do it here.
Yeah, probably best if the merchant does this part.
It is, yep, because they get to put in their username and password the way they want it. And then they also know, oh, this is Continue to Give, this is where I go. So
right, yeah.
That sets them up as a person in our account. And now we want to get more information about their organization. So this is really where they then come in. And this is where they would give their EIN. And they could put in their description, their website. And also if they wanted to have a thermometer, so nonprofits like that, churches not as much, they can customize their receipt right here. And then they can also add more details if they want. We save and we continue. All right, so now this, I also want to be Okay, so we added a really cool new feature. That's what this next step is. It's suggested donation amounts. Nonprofits love it. You can suggest things like, $10 buys a bottle of water, $100 builds a well, kind of stuff.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. So they can set that up. Again, another reason why you want them to do it themselves. It asks for upload their images. Again, they'll have that, not us, probably not you. And then come the merchant account info. All right. Now this is the only one where there's going to be questions. So it goes back to that whole conversation we had before. They're going to choose the partner program. Okay. And then continue with this plan. And then all it is it just asks they might put their bank in there, but this is just where they would put those 3 pieces of information. They could just copy and paste it here. It's really good if they give us the representative information so that we can get back to them. And then if need be, and then of course the bank information. Now we don't know their bank information, so that's why they should do it here.
Right.
All right, save and continue. Oh. Is it 9? Is it 1? I'm not getting past my own validation here. All right. It's not taking just random numbers right now. Okay.
No, you have to have a real routing number.
All right. Well, anyways, guys, that is the last step, which and then the next step after they do that will be, because I don't have a real routing number offhand, be this. It gives them their congratulations steps. It also shows them a really nice getting started video that will be very helpful for them. And then they can start to head on to their next steps or head to their dashboard. In my case, it's going to let me know that I didn't finish it because I didn't put in a routing number. So that is why we want the merchant to set this up themselves. All right. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Let's see here so we don't get... All right, cool. So I think that kind of wraps up some of the training. Any other questions?
No, actually that was exactly what I needed to know. That was very informative.
Okay.
Yeah, my biggest question again was the pricing part. So good to know that we can price whatever we want on our end, and then you guys just do your 25 basis points and $10 a month.
Yep. Or 2.5.
From there we can do
points, I think, right? Is it 2 or is it 25? Well,
25
anyway,
basis points.
It's 2.25,
whatever.
Yeah. I know the whole basis points, but yeah, the point is it's not even, it's really small.
0.25%.
Well, what we charge.
Yeah.
And perfect, like you said, you can set them up however you want. As long as you're saving them money from what they were getting with a higher charging place, they're going to be happy. So.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, it's nice. That was good.
All right, cool. Well, thank you so much, Ginger, for making this video with me. And thank you, everyone from Fitech. I hope this is really helpful and that we could just keep making more happy clients together. Thanks so much.
Absolutely.
Brian,
Yep. Have a good day.
Yeah, that's the end of the training. Bye now.
All right. Bye.